started around the time where I was like 8 or 9 years old, and there was another guy at school that had just recently started taking guitar lessons, and he knew I had a drum kit. We were already friends. We were just like, hey, let's get together, play a few songs. Basically, because he was taking guitar lessons, we were both very much into the same kind of music, and it was kind of just like a fun pastime, really. As a few more guys came to the school, that's when we got Drew.
So that would have been in public school still, so we were still really young. We just happened to go to the same school, and we both were all into music, so kind of met up and started jamming together, and it kind of took off from there.
Going into high school, we picked up Connor.
Well, they were the only kids in the area who were in a band, and they seemed all right, so I thought this is kind of an opportunity to get my foot in the door.
We really added a new dynamic to the group. On regular kids just playing around, and then we started realizing that we could actually pick up shows, and once we started picking up shows, we were playing more, and then we started writing some music, and then that's kind of when we started to really take things seriously and then strive to kind of make a career out of it.
Well, I guess what happened, the other guitarist, he kind of, he said he wanted to go do something else, in another part of the world. We were like, that's cool. Go ahead, we're probably going to find someone else to kind of fill so we could proceed.
Well, I knew Duncan from high school. Those two worlds were completely separate, and then he just wanted to play all the time, just me and him and stuff.
And I really wanted to join them because I've always wanted to be in a band.
I could kind of tell he was interested in joining in the band.
Connor said, I've got a good friend named Duncan. He can play guitar really well. I've played with him a few times. He's like, yeah, let's bring him out.
So we started having him come out kind of just to try things out, and we quickly realized he was a big contribution to the band, so we quickly asked him to stay on.
So when we went to record the first Evergreen EP that we did here, it was very much, it took a long time.
Obviously we did it here at Busshouse Records.
And then, it ended up taking a few months. I think for a lot of it too, I don't want to rag on Duncan, but I know coming into it, he hadn't recorded so much, so a lot of it was getting in the groove of that with him as well.
It was terrifying. These guys had all done it before, and also being the new guy, you want to go in there and be able to do it.
It was fun, and it just took a little bit longer, but it was really cool to be able to have full control over the creative process. We started to get some bigger shows when we got to open up for USS, and that was probably one of our biggest shows, and it was super cool because it was our first major show where we had our own room backstage. We were opening up for a bigger band name and a bigger crowd.
When we kind of hit that plateau of where the band was at, and I think we were just kind of tired of playing the cover shows and kind of doing the same hobby band type thing, and I think we were kind of sick of that, and so we decided that we'd take a break.
We were all doing our own separate things. I was happy to have that break. I think it was good for everybody, and then after the year came back and we started talking about getting back together and putting a new album out, everyone came back with a fresh mindset and different creative ideas, and so I think that break really actually helped us in the long run because everyone kind of had time to step back and do their own thing for a while.
And I think when we came back to it after that time, we felt that it was we want to take it much more seriously and do it more like a professional band would.
First time I went to the booth, I was nervous as all hell. This is we worked so hard, and then this is it. All our hard work, it's time to put it down and for it to pay off. So
after that first day, I felt much better about it because you get in there and then your nerves kind of just go away when you start playing.
When we finished the album, and then on the last day we were sitting there, we were listening through every track. It was a huge relief because the week was we were working really well together and everything, but it was fairly stressful because we put a good time restraint on ourselves too. We were trying to cram a lot of songs into a short period of time, and we did it. And when it was finally done, you could sit back and breathe a little bit and be like, okay, we did it. All this hard work, months leading up to it, we laid it down. We're happy with it. Our hope in this album is going to take our band to new places we haven't been. really excited to get it out there, send it to some labels, and have people hear it. And I'm most excited about starting to gig again. I'm really hoping that we can line up some tours in the future with some other cool local bands around here and travel around a little bit further than we've been before and try some new experiences and see how that goes.
I just want it to resonate with people, and if that means we can really start making some big ground with it, that's really, really cool. And if it means that we impact some people and they really like it, that's a win for me. Like that's what I think about it.
Like it seems like everything we do, it keeps getting better and better and better.
It's been a dream of mine since we started when I was like 8 years old to pursue music as a living, which is still definitely the number one goal for me